I'm making it clear for the crowd, bro.
Right,
We talk about vitality. We look for signs of youth, vigor, vitality that you don't find in older women. Is that true?
Your body is able to bear children implies young girl. I'm trying to figure out how you keep leaving that part of it out, like I'm just making something up.
You're making it. A young woman and a young girl is
yes, bro. When you say when your body is able to bear children, you are not talking about an adult.
They do.
That's not.
Do they really? They want older men, younger girls, younger women that pursue older men, of course. Vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa, from young men to young women. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they probably want an older person, right? But do they really want that? Do they know what comes with all that? Do they know what that entails? A lot of times it's the resources, it's other things that they want, security and the other things that come along with that older individual, be it a young woman or a young man, right? They want the other amenities, not just the hotel stay. They want the amenities that comes with that. That's what they want, right? That's what they want. And young people could think they want the whole world if they want. That's what young people think. And that's what young people do. They think they can have the whole world. They think the world is their oyster. It's young people. When you get a little older, life start to crack in you in your goddamn head, and you start to learn what you really gonna get and what you really can have, whether it be whatever on earth, whether your bank account, whether whatever the fuck it is, you start having some realistic views on life. Young people are like that. They're open-minded to shit. But a lot of times young people find themselves in some old toxic ass, abusive ass fucking relationships, bro. That's what they find themselves in, dealing with older people, both young men and women. Financial abuse is a big thing too, not just physical abuse. There are many abuses, especially you dealing with narcissisms and all of that. You got to check these things at the door, bro. There are many abuses, physical abuses, mental abuses, emotional abuses, financial abuses. People using money over you, using money as that thing, as a leverage to keep you from doing shit. Oh, word, you doing that? I ain't giving you no fucking bread then. I ain't doing your hair. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing your nails. If you over here, you chilling with your homegirls and all this other shit. Now here goes the financial abuse, because that's an abuse that we never talk about like that. We always talk about the domestic shit and the physical shit, which is real, leave long-lasting effects on a person, right? Even though the scars may heal, right? The mental and the emotional of that lasts for very long periods of time, sometimes forever. But a lot of times in those age gap relationships, financial abuse is the culprit. Financial abuse, bro. How many young people you know got a bunch of money and shit and they chilling, they good, and they don't need your money? How many young people, bro? They trust fund babies or some shit? How many young people you gonna meet that they good, they got a bag, they got all that shit going on, and they don't need nothing from your ass? How many of them? Man or woman to a young man or a young woman? How much? A lot of time, financial abuse is the fucking key figure there, right? Because if I'm doing all these things for you, now you start to get accustomed to the good things that I'm doing for you now. Now I get to leverage those things against you. Instead of you dealing with a grown-ass woman who in her career, she got fucking options. She just dealing with your ass. Facts, right? And she don't need you for your fucking money. She don't need you for shit. She don't need you for shit unless you're going to be real or whatever the fuck you bring into the table. That's a fact, bro. That's what comes with that, bro. A lot of time people is into their situation. They're already comfortable. They already got their bag. They already got this and this and that. They're looking for a person that's going to fit that mold and fit that box for them. Yeah. So financial abuse is a big thing. Let's not forget that. And a lot of times in those age gap relationships, that is a key figure, financial abuse. Because a person gets to dictate what the fuck you doing. Or word, if you're gonna be going out and shit, I ain't doing that, yo. Fuck that. You be in the crib when I come home and shit like that. Oh, so I ain't gonna give you that money to do this and do that. Yeah. And now a person start to dictate how you move, dictate where you go. And you the one that's doing it, really, because you thinking all in your head like, damn, I ain't gonna do that because if I do, then I ain't gonna. It's abuse, bro. A lot of times it leads to abuses, bro. A lot of times, huh? Whether it be the other abuses, financial abuse is a big one too. Is one we overlook. Many people are in financially abusive relationships. Trust me, son. I had a crash course when I came to YouTube. I met Sweet Mom for Life. That's my homegirl. She dealt with the narcissisms and all that. When she started speaking to me about that shit, I was like, what? She said, a narc. You know a narc? Nigga, I came from the streets. I thought you were talking about DTs and cops. Like, narcs? Narc? What the fuck is narc? No, fool. I'm talking about narcissism. I'm like, what? She broke the whole shit down for me, bro. Swear to God, son. Sweet Mom for Life. Follow her. Ask her if I'm lying, bro. She broke that shit down to me, bro. He was narcissistic, Huda. You don't know what the fuck going on? She laid out the fucking red carpet for the narcissistic shit. She's still doing content on that shit. Facts. But she opened my mind and my eyes to narcissism. I come from a narcissistic world. We come from the hood. That shit is narcissistic as a motherfucker. Even if it wasn't narcissistic in your house, if you grew up in the hoods and the places that I've grown up in, that shit narcissistic as hell. You hear me? It's narcissistic, bro. So if you're not looking at yourself, looking for the traits of narcissism, then 9 times out of 10, you're a fucking full-blown narcissist, bro. Full-blown, bro. If you're not looking into shit, trying to quell some shit, slow down, stop some shit that you thinking or how you've been moving, then you just a fucking all-out narcissist. You think it's all about your ass, really? If you're not doing nothing to change it, if you're not doing no knowledge or observations of real narcissism and the fucking traits of it, then you are 9 times out of 10 a full-blown narcissist, man or woman right now. Straight up. Do history in narcissism. Do history on it. So a lot of men are narcissistic. So what are you really pursuing? You want your cake and eat it too. You want it your way, like BK Broiler, homie. That's what you want. Let's cut the fucking corners with the dumb shit. That's what you want. That's what you want, bro. Molding a person to impart my mind on her. You don't need that. You meet a real ass motherfucker and you're a real ass motherfucker, y'all a certain age. Y'all done both been through some shit. You don't got to do that, bro. She could be everything that I never had and I could be everything that she never had. It ain't about me imparting nothing. What you talking about, bro? She met me and said, damn, son, I ain't never met a motherfucker like this, nigga. Facts of life on Jesus' feet. That don't mean she can keep it real and she won't do some fucked up shit. That's something else. But why do I have to mold you? All that molding shit never go right anyway, because you're going to teach a person some shit that they're going to use against your ass or use with somebody else. That's what it is, bro. So as a man, I want a woman that got her own mind and got her own shit going on and her own swag going on. And that's what the fuck I want, bro. That's what I want, bro. Straight. I pursue older women. How old are you? 30-something. You bad? I might just swing it. You know what I'm saying? You bad. It is what it is. You bad, you bad. I'm just saying it is what it is. Michael Jackson outside. Thrillers outside. I get it. But some men don't want an older woman because of what they feel comes with it. And sometimes them women don't even be on that shit like that. But that's just the stigma that they think about older women or women that's in their age groups. They have a stigma on it, a stereotype on her, on a woman, bro. Thinking that this and this and that. She probably been with 2 men her whole life, 3 men. I was with my baby father. I was with my husband at the time. And that was it, bro. You thinking all this other shit. That's all she been with, bro, right now. Gangsta done met OGs, nigga. Real shit, nigga. You know when you get inside a nigga what it is, nigga. All that other shit, get the bullshit, nigga. You know what it is. Just keep it real, nigga. What's the difference? Some women are not out there like that, right? They took care of themselves. They take care of their body. All of that shit. They ain't running around giving that shit up to everybody. It ain't like that. Unless, again, you pursuing a fucking virgin Does it fucking matter? You're not the first one anyway. So who gives a fuck? Unless you shrink for dinner, then maybe you looking for that because you shrink for dinner. But a nigga that's really, you're not worried about that shit, nigga. I know I'm finna satisfy your ass right now. Fuck is you talking about? Like, what? That's some insecure shit, bro. Shit stems from insecurity. Where it stems from, bro? Straight. Because I feel I can satisfy any woman on earth. That's a motherfucking fact. That's how I feel. Maybe I'm overconfident, but I ain't heard no complaints yet. So it's gonna be what it's gonna be. On Jesus sandals, and I don't bring up my Uncle Jesus for nothing. That's a fact. So I ain't heard no complaints yet. It is what it's gonna be. So maybe you have an insecurity, right? Maybe it's shrink for dinner. Well, think about it.
And I'm not even gonna say you automatically talking about anything. I'm saying what you can't do is make it seem like I'm lying on you, misrepresenting you, making something up when you made the statement.